Um, I think the one thing that's been most exciting is just the increase in participants. Like, I think a year ago, a year and a half ago, like there were very few like, like full-time delegates in this space. I think now, off the top of my head, there's a bunch. There are very few either DAO providers or companies that could go through governance and help these protocols. I think now there's a ton in a bunch of different areas. We've seen companies like Coinbase do enormous deals through governance. Like, imagine telling someone 2 years ago that. Like, so I think it's easy to be pessimistic just because there is a lot of room for improvement, but at the same time, we have come a really long way. And I think it's safe to say that governance is no longer a toy. Like a year and a half ago, it kind of looked like a toy still. People weren't sure how to engage or interact with it, but now I think every crypto company is paying attention to governance. So as let's begin to cover governance proposals and stories. So I think this is just an obvious trend to me, and part of why we're spending a lot of time in governance, because I think it's every company, every protocol will just need to go through governance to do important things, and it's a fun area to be involved in.
What I'm excited by is like, first of all, I really enjoy getting to work with people like all over the world who just like would never have worked with otherwise. So there's people who like you can't even employ them because like they've made so much money in crypto and they're just like doing this because they care about the project. There's also like I work with like teenagers. I work with like people who like this is their straight up their first job they've ever had. And so it's just really fun because it's just like such a different group of people that you would just only have in a DAO. Like some of them could never get visas, working in a company in the US or something. So I really appreciate that aspect of it because it just also levels the playing field of like everyone being able to participate if they're really passionate about this. And the other thing that I'm really excited by governance is specifically experimentation. And so like the benefit is that you can iterate really quickly. Like in Optimism, like every season we're changing and improving how this process is going. Whereas like if you were to bring that to let's like say the US government, like if you can imagine just like tweaking one little thing, like how much work and bureaucracy that would involve and how much chaos that would create. So like I really love that we can just like have all these like tiny little experiments super quick and see what works, what doesn't. And just kind of take the best versions of them and kind of improve our existing system. So that's kind of what I'm here for. I think that it's like in the next few years, it's going to be like super exciting.